You can change your life before Christmas. Not with January vows, but with one decision that moves today. I call it the law of immediate action. Decide now, act now, and let momentum start paying you this week. In the next minutes, I'll hand you a 24-hour shift, a 15-day plan, and a way to turn Christmas into a landmark of identity. 3 proofs before noon daily. If you do this, January won't be a beginning. It will be an explosion of a streak you already started. Every December, a quiet audit walks through your mind and lays out the ledger. What did I create? What did I delay? And who am I allowing myself to become? That weight is not guilt. It is information pointing to a narrow door. You do not need permission from a fresh calendar to step through it. The power you imagine belongs to January is sitting in these next days. I learned that drift loves big promises for later and hates small proofs today. When I postponed beginnings, my subconscious treated progress as optional. When I began now, the mind obeyed and momentum replaced mood. Identity changes when action changes, not when the month changes. December is not a finish line. It is an exposed nerve you can harness. So hear the truth plainly. You can start and compound before the year turns. Pick one decision, one proof before noon, and make the ledger argue for you. Your attention will stop financing regret and start financing movement. 10 quiet days of motion outwork 30 loud resolutions. I studied thousands of men who built uncommon lives, and one habit kept repeating. They decided quickly and moved immediately, not because they were ready, but because action creates readiness. The power of the mind does not warm up on the bench. It warms up on the field. When I chose and chopped at once, my subconscious began recruiting methods on schedule. Delay starved me. A single proof before noon fed me courage for the afternoon. The law of immediate action is simple enough to write on a matchbook. Decide today. Act today. Create momentum today. Decision sets direction. Action sets identity. Momentum sets expectation. Once expectation shifts, opportunity recognizes your address. You become the person events can finally find. Begin now, and December multiplies your effort. What starts as one call, one page, one promise kept becomes 5, then 10. By Christmas, the streak has a spine. By January, it has leverage. Most men wait for the year to change. Winners change the year by moving before it arrives. This is how you make the calendar your employee, not your excuse. December lowers your guard and raises your honesty. You are more reflective, less performative, and willing to measure without costume. The power of the mind responds to that sincerity, the way dry wood responds to flame. Name the truth plainly, and direction appears where fog once stood. Your subconscious mind stops defending the past and starts preparing the next step. This openness is rare leverage. When emotion is warm and meaning is near, small actions leave deep tracks. A single call lands heavier. A single page signals a new identity. A single promise kept echoes. Move while the door is open. Waiting cools the room and stiffens resolve. December offers courage at wholesale. Buy it with one proof before noon. Here is the conversion I make on paper. Write one sentence about who you became this year. No drama, just fact. Write one sentence about who you will be by Christmas, specific, measurable. Choose the tiniest act that proves the second sentence today. Do it, log it, and let the month begin paying compound interest on your honesty. Men sabotage December with 3 soft words. In January, I'll start. January is not a plan. It is a costume indecision wears to look respectable. The power of the mind learns from your timing. If you postpone, it practices postponement. When I said later, my subconscious filed effort under someday and closed the file. When I said now, it opened the drawer and started handing me methods. Procrastination is the quiet assassin of great lives. It sells relief and invoices regret. It flatters your intention and bankrupts your results. Winners begin before they feel comfortable and refine while moving. Losers audition feelings and wait for the mood to permit motion. Choose your side by your clock, not your speeches. I keep one rule to break this spell. If an action can be done in less than 15 minutes, I do it at once. If it needs more time, I schedule the first cut before noon tomorrow. The calendar respects men who give it orders. It punishes those who ask it for favors. Say now, and December will start working for you. There was a season when creditors knocked and my pages paid too little. I could not afford a grand plan. I could only afford a decision. The power of the mind split in two. One voice said hide, the other said move. I chose movement and wrote the first pages that would later grow into a book, Momentum did not ask for January. It asked for noon. I drafted a sentence about who I would be by Christmas and attached a price. 3 chops a day, 1 call for opportunity, 1 page for the mission, 1 note to serve someone. My subconscious mind began returning names, angles, and allies because it finally had work. Small proofs stacked, panic thinned, and direction hardened. The calendar obeyed because I led it. I learned change ignites when necessity meets courage on a deadline. December offers both pressure to decide and a short runway to prove it. Use the squeeze instead of resenting it. Make it your leverage. Write 1 line, pay 1 price, ship 1 proof today. That is the hinge. Now let's turn it with a 24-hour transformation drill. Take 1 promise you have been saving for a safer day. Ask aloud, why not today, and refuse every answer that is not a fact. Write 1 action you can finish in the next 24 hours that proves a new you. Keep it small but real. A call, a page, a meeting booked, a bill paid. The power of the mind believes the hand that moves, not the mouth that hopes. Set a visible clock and attach the act to a precise hour. Your subconscious mind respects appointments more than intentions. When the hour comes, execute without speeches and record the completion in ink. Identity updates when behavior updates. Even a tiny win rewrites tomorrow. Sleep after progress, not before permission. Close the loop tonight with a 3-line audit. What did I do? What changed in me? What is tomorrow's first proof before noon? If you miss, shrink the step and double the first cut at dawn. This is not about heroics. It is about credibility with yourself. Keep this for 2 days and momentum will last to stay. We are not overhauling a life. We are retraining a reflex. Choose 1 focus that moves the needle: income, health, craft, or service. Then commit to 1 daily action you can finish and log before noon. Calls, pages, reps, lessons, deliveries. 15 days, 15 votes for your new identity. The power of the mind trusts what you repeat. Give it repetition with receipts. Here is a simple pattern you can follow. Day 1 to 5, build consistency, same action, same time, no debates. Day 6 to 10, add intensity, slightly bigger dose or a tighter standard. Day 11 to 15, add leverage, invite an ally, ship publicly, or tie a small reward. By Christmas, the streak will feel like a spine you can lean on. Protect the streak with 2 rules. Never miss twice. If you slip, double the first proof tomorrow. Reduce scope, not standards. Shrink the step but keep the promise. Your subconscious mind will harden around the person who keeps appointments with himself. This is how the holiday becomes a landmark, not a loophole. Christmas is not just a date, it is a public bookmark. Men remember where they were and who they were with. Use that memory to mark who you became. The power of the mind anchors identity to meaningful symbols. Choose this one on purpose. When I declared a new name for myself and posted proofs into the holiday, it stuck. My subconscious mind linked the season to a standard and began enforcing it. Decide what this Christmas will mean in your story. The year I started shipping daily, or the season I chose health and kept it, or the week I began serving 10 clients with courage. Write the sentence and give it 3 visible proofs between now and the 25th. By tying action to a symbol, you convert a mood into a milestone. Next December, the memory will recruit you to keep climbing. Seal the landmark with a small ritual. Read your 1-sentence identity at dawn, speak 1 thank you at dinner, and log 1 proof before bed. Invite 1 witness to see your ledger on the 25th. Symbols multiply strength when shared. Now, let me tell you why acting now works so well. It fuses emotion with motion and makes the future move. Immediate action forges a perfect intersection. Emotion meets motion. Emotion opens you. It softens resistance and makes meaning loud. Motion moves you. It converts that opening into evidence you can count. The power of the mind needs both. Alone, each stalls. Together, they teach your subconscious that change is safe and underway. Here is the short circuit I run when I want rapid traction. I name 1 reason I care, 1 person who benefits, and 1 action due by noon. Reason ignites, service steadies, action delivers. By
Yeah.
night, the ledger holds
Danny
proof and
Danton's
belief has
coming
fresh
in with
fuel.
an offer
Repeat
on
for a
the
week
Norton
and
now.
momentum begins answering before you call. This is why December is a gift for serious men. The heart is open, the clock is short, the symbol is strong. Pair that depth with one daily proof and identity will shift on schedule. By Christmas, you won't be reciting resolutions, you'll be continuing a streak. Let's keep this simple and human. Before you sleep, write one sentence about who you'll be by Christmas and set one tiny proof for tomorrow before noon. In the morning, do it first, no speeches. Then tell one person you trust what you finished. That's all. Small, honest, repeatable. If we were sitting at the same table, I'd say this: don't try to fix a year tonight. Just stack one clean win on the calendar and let it call the next. 10 quiet days like this feel lighter than one loud resolution in January. You'll notice it in your voice, your pace, the way you answer email. People around you will notice too. When resistance shows up, shrink the step, not the promise. 5 minutes counts. One message sent counts. A single page written counts. Celebrate the proof, not the perfection. By the 25th, you won't be pretending, you'll be continuing. I'll be here tomorrow to help you lock in the winner's mindset for the rest of the month. For tonight, choose your line, choose your proof, and let your day end with a small earned smile.